Someone needs to get inducted. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be crazy. Someone needs to be inducted. You cannot, at the crib, 1-0 up, lose 2-1 to a team who had 10 men, and the guy who drops a deuce is a guy that we called a Uruguayan fruit-selling bricklayer. I need names. Someone needs to be inducted. Bro, at halftime, we're taking bets on 3-0, 4-0, 5-1, 4-1, 7-1, 6-1, 8-1, 9-1. We were taking bets. We were saying, oh my gosh, James is back. This is a fortress. Newcastle are cooking. Football is a funny game. And this is why we love football. Do you know why football is a funny game? Guys, drop those like guys. Please send in those Dubinskis, send in those Dosman, send in those Dobbs, and we're cooking. Send in those Dubinskis. Your super chats the super chats help to support football analysis. Football analysis. Football is a funny game. Football is a very funny game because the notion was, wait a minute. Newcastle were doing better when they were playing against 11-man Liverpool than when they were playing 10-man Liverpool. When they were playing 10-man Liverpool, it was like they couldn't break them down. So, and it's so funny, Liverpool were just far more compact. Liverpool were far more compact as a team. They were far more compact as a team when they had 10 men. When they had 10 men, they defended better. They were much more, they worked better as a unit, and they were tougher to break down. It is so funny how football works. It is so funny how football works, man. So, my thing here is that, look, you have to give credit to Liverpool because they never gave up. They never give up. You have to give credit because most guys would think that, okay, 1-0, let's still keep compact. But when you look at the subs that the Liverpool made, they kept on probing. Remember, before Nunez scored, you had that chance by Salah that was blocked. And Newcastle, you messed up. The amount of chances these guys had, the amount of boneheaded decisions that these guys made was crazy, bro. It was damn crazy. Sorry, they made so many boneheaded decisions. So many boneheaded decisions were made by Newcastle. But let's cook, man. Let's cook. So let's first deal with this situation right now. Van Disney. It was a red. It was a red. So let's just get that out of order right now. I do not know what has happened to Van Dijk. He was once the most dependable, smartest defender that you could find. His reading of the game was supreme. People told me Van Dijk was in the same category as Maldini. They were talking about him as one of the best defenders of his generation and one of the best defenders of all time. I don't want to name any names, but some Liverpool fans put him in the same breath as Desailly, Maldini, Cannavaro, Baresi, Beckenbauer. They said they called him the Dutch Beckenbauer. Now, maybe you can say injury tax, maybe you can blame the injury, but we're looking at the Van Disney era. We are now living in the Van Disney era. I feel the Van Dijk era is over, and we're now living in the Van Disney era because dumb decision, poorly timed, You knew he was the last man and you completely took him out. You completely took him out. So, as a captain, you messed up because you put your team in a very, very difficult, tough situation. So, all I need to ask from Liverpool fans is, has Van Dijk just declined? Is this to blame on Klopp? Or was that injury really the moment in which he lost his quality? That's what I need to know. That's what you need to know. That what happened to a guy who was second behind Messi in the Ballon d'Or shouts? That's what we need to know. Does he deserve an apology? Here's the thing. Also, you're gonna say shout out to Disneyland. It wasn't a foul. Vividly got the ball. You see, bro, only Liverpool fans are saying that. Bro, Liverpool fans are the only guys who said that a man who went through a guy he didn't get the ball. It was a foul. It was a complete foul. He got his ankles. It was a foul. Okay, let's just put that. Should we be giving the flowers to Nunez? Here's the thing for Nunez. He is still essentially a brick. He's still essentially a brick. Essentially, he's still a brick. But there comes a time when you need to give kudos to a guy when they say, well, what's up? And I'm sorry, those are... when you know that you're a frontman and you're a frontman, your team is down to one man, it's tough. He didn't just score a brace off the bench. He didn't just score a brace off the bench against a team that is one of the toughest teams to play away from home. He did all that and they were down to 10 men. Those are two clutch goals. So for Nunez, I'm giving you your flowers for this game. I still don't rate you. You are still not what Firmino was. You are still not Torres. Because let's keep it a stack. He and that dude. Now, that dude became Blondie when he came to Chelsea. But when this guy was at Liverpool at his peak, he was one of the coldest strikers in the world. So he ain't picked Torres. So, and I still have questions in terms of Nunez's football fundamentals and whether he can be a consistent goal scorer. But for today, against Newcastle, I've got to give him the Dubinsky. I've got to give him... Take that dub. Darwin, take that dub. You deserve it. I tip my hat off to you. If he can... So the question right now for Nunez is, can you consistently do this? Can you consistently do this? So if you can consistently do this, then let's ride. Then let's ride. But my question about it is whether on a consistent basis, he can actually do this. That's my question. Because it's all well and good doing it in this game. And bro, this was an amazing game. Like, you were clutch in this game. And yes, you deserve to be man of the match because you single-handedly pretty much won this game for Liverpool. So for this game, well done. All the flowers in the world. Congratulations. You were that freaking dude. But the question still remains, can you do this on a full-on, consistent basis? So when Liverpool, can you score in those 3-0, 4-0? When Liverpool need you, can they turn to you and can you turn up? I don't know. I can't predict the future. So we can't just use one game and say, Nunez, that dude, all right, Liverpool, let's cook. But I think what this showed is Liverpool still have that character. They still have that belief. And if Nunez can be a frontman that says, come rain, come sunshine, night, morning, and day, I can say, what's up, boom. I'm still giving the edge to City. I have not seen enough from Liverpool. I've not seen enough from Nunez to say, all right, City, these guys can say, what's up. I still need to see more. Guys, it's still early in the season. But this is one of those games where if Liverpool were to win the title, this would be one of those games that they will look back to because Liverpool had no business winning this game. Let's give it a stack. Nobody, and I mean, bro, are Liverpool fans in the Discord? Liverpool fans already turned off. Liverpool fans turned off the TV when Gomez came on. So even Liverpool fans had already given this as a loss. So I am still in disbelief that We are sitting here right now, and somehow your boy Darwin turned this game around and gave these guys a freaking Dubinsky, man. So I find that stunning, man. RDS, man, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. So before I go to my next topic, let me just hit some of these Dubinskis, man. So shout out to guys, hit those like buttons, guys. So 14 UCL says, why are you gonna tweet when Okay, guys, you know what? This is a danger. I need to, I'm gonna throw this in a furnace. I'm either gonna throw this in a furnace or I'm gonna delete Twitter. I need to either delete Twitter or delete X videos. Guys, I can't help it. Bro, 40 UCLs, streets. When Newcastle scored, I said, hey, Trent, at least Trent didn't bring down the man, because it's better to play against 11, 1-0 down than play with 10, 1-0 down. What happens literally 2 minutes later? Van Dijk says, you have to hold my beer and take this jinx. I don't know what's wrong with me. So maybe I should just never tweet. I don't know what's wrong with me. It is crazy because it keeps on happening. It keeps on freaking happening. So I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'll try and do better, bro. Michael Talks Football, bro. Darwin El Loco Nunez. I need that link. No, basically, we're gonna do a review on this on the Hangouts. Basically, come Sunday Hangouts, talk to me, and then we'll say what's up. Talk to me on the Sunday Hangouts, and we'll say what's up, man. So, yeah. No, but look, El Loco did his thing. I give kudos to El Loco. He did his thing. Will he do his thing every game? Is he gonna show up every game? Wait. Are you gonna fully back him every game? That's the thing. Are you gonna fully back him every game? That's what I want to know. So, Jay Jokin, who's worse on the eye test, Charles Darwin or Land? That's a good question. Who scores lower on the eye test? I'm gonna say I think Haaland slightly. I think Haaland is like on a 16. I'll give Darwin like an 18. But it's minimal. It's minimal. But I think Haaland scores slightly lower. Like Haaland is like, bro. Because at least Darwin sometimes can show something. Haaland shows nothing. So yeah. Shout out to your boy Casey. Thanks for the job, Casey. Ansu to Mallorca. Stop it. Ansu to Mallorca. Lever to Warsaw. Javi to Al Hilal. Casey, stop it. Take your win and be happy. Don't be such a sportsman. Come on, take your win and be happy. Relax, man. But I'll speak about Ansu. That Yamal kid was 15 in July. Respect to Darwizi. Bro, I'm gonna talk about that kid. Trust me, I am gonna talk about I'm gonna talk about Relax. I'm gonna talk about Roberto is Catalan privilege. Roberto should still be paying child support to Neymar. I need people to ensure that Sergio Roberto, the only reason he has a career is because of Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr. is the reason why Sergio Roberto still breathes. The reason why Sergio Roberto still says what's up to oxygen and carbon dioxide is because of Neymar Jr. Without Neymar Jr., this man would not have a career. He owes his life and his entire existence to Neymar Jr., which is crazy. How this guy still manages to play on the pitch is amazing. I saw 2 seconds of him in this game and I'm like, who the heck is this dude? Musical thought, thank you for the dubs. Musical thought, bro. Eddie, why sub off Gordon and Tonali? You don't underestimate a Liverpool. By the way, that Barca Villarreal game was a blockbuster. Great Sunday. Oh no. It was a quality game, man. Quality game. Sorry. What is it? So, no. Look, my thing is, it's Liverpool. You cannot, under any circumstances, you cannot underestimate Liverpool. Like, let's be real. You see, guys, we are not paid to be these top team managers. We were all saying how many will Newcastle score, but that's us. Eddie Howe and the management team, you're not fans sitting on a bench here talking onto YouTube or Twitter. You are paid thousands upon thousands to do a top-end professional job. So you've got to say what's up. So you have to say what's up. So no. That's just poor. Because bro, Gordon and Tonali were key. What you should have done is, you see, taking them off at 2-0, I can get that. If it's 2-2, it's fine. It's 1-0. Bro, the fact that it was still 1-0, you keep your top tier players on that pitch until you get the second goal. If you don't get the second goal, you keep them on the pitch and ensure that you're keeping it at freaking 1-0. So yeah, that was, bro. Let's put Eddie out. Okay, on the review, he has to go on the review. I mean, it's too much for an induction, but he's going to go on the review, man. Shout out to your boy Elijah, man. What's up, Elijah? Saint Darwin of Artigas and Benfica. Oh, stop it, bro. Is this what we're doing? So, are we now repping Darwin? Is that what we're doing now? We're now repping Darwin. We're now repping Darwin. Jesus. Zoting TV, man. Thank you. We clown noodles. We clown noodles, but if this prime noodles, he looks scary. Big win for Liverpool, but their defense is shaky. VVD and Trent are undercover spies. If Liverpool continue to defend like that, they're doing nothing. Simple as that. If they continue to defend like bombers, fruit sellers, they're nothing. Trent needed to be sent off, bro. And I think Liverpool fans even said this before the start of the season, that they will score goals. And as you've seen, Liverpool can score goals. They can get G's. The issue is about defending. And let's keep it a stack. Why were City so good last season? City were really good last season, and a big reason City won the treble is how good they were defensively. City were bloody amazing defensively. So you can score all the goals if you want, but if you can't say what's up defensively, you ain't doing nothing, bruv. Shout out to Obrigado Brazil. If this becomes the season of the bricks, over more than Chelsea. Oh yeah, I don't get to remember that. If this becomes your season of the bricks, what do you mean by the season of the bricks? Also, if this becomes the season of the bricks, Chelsea to get the gold medal. I don't want to jinx anything. I'm taking each game as it comes. Shout out to us beating a living room, dining room, stroke kitchen. We move. Give me 3-4 wins in a row, then we can say what's up, man. RDS, man. Haaland, Nunez, and Antonio. The importance of the number 9. Yes. I feel we may be seeing the return of the number 9. I really do feel that we're now coming into a situation where that number 9 is going to start returning. And because I said again, bro, this whole forceness, all well and good, you need specialists in position. In a football team, I need a guy who you piss, crap, menstruate, adopt, and give birth to goals. All you think about in your whole life is G's. Darwin Nunez is not a left winger. He's not a right winger. He's not an inside forward. If he just gets bred to be a striker, everyone else cooks and does everything, but you just feed him and he's a striker. So you've got McAllister, you've got Salah, you've got Szoboszlai, you've got Trent. You've got very good passes of the ball. If you just provide for your boy Nunez, make him a number 9, he can be clutch. He can be clutch. Shout out to Yasin Ibrahim. Gracias, HH. Ferran, top 5 strikers in the world. Stop it. But on that, let's get into that right now, man. Okay, we can call that 1920. So let me just do my thingy here. Hold up. Where was this? So now let's the fuck. Now let's talk, man. Let's talk. We need to talk about this. Guys, I don't want to jinx anybody. Because jinxing is wrong. And jinxing is not the way to do things. I'll talk about Barcelona. Because we need to have a convo about Lewandowski. I think we need to have a Lewandowski conversation. But guys, um, maybe there's hope. Guys, maybe there's hope. What are we saying, guys? Maybe there's hope. Because I felt depressed. I was like, Haaland, De Bruyne, and all these so-called names. Are we now going... And when City won the treble, specifically the UCL, I was like, are we now going to live in this very dark era of systems? Guys, when I began this channel, I began this channel as a football fan. And the thing that always draws me to football are the guys that excite, that entertain. Like, most people on my channel of a certain age, the reason why they came into football was because of this guy here. This dude here. Like, this is a very serious jersey. Like, guys, this is arguably one of the most influential jerseys in football. Like, again, I respect Messi. I respect him. Shout out to your boy Messi. I respect him. With all due respect. It's about entertainment. It's about style. And I'm not saying is that guy. I'm not saying is Dino. Will never be Dino. And I think it is wrong for him. Just as it's wrong to compare Bellingham to Zidane, it's wrong to compare to, in my belief, the most unique player the game has ever seen. Ronaldinho is the most unique football player it's ever seen. And I believe Ronaldinho is one of the most important football players to have ever played the game. That's a different discussion for another day. But I'll maybe do a video why Ronaldinho is the most important football player to have ever played the game. 16. Guys, at 16, we were nothing. All of us. At 16 years old, we were northerners. Guys, at 16, we all sold fruit. I don't care what anyone says. Everybody in this stream, at 16 years of age, we all sold fruit. We all sold fruit. What amazes me is the guy's footballing intelligence, maturity, and understanding of the game at 16 years of age. I find that frightening. I find that fully frightening because the confidence that this guy has at his age, the intelligence he has, his decision making is scary. Because what do people always say? He's young, easy man. Let's keep it a stack. He's better than Rafinha. He's better than Ansu Fati. From what I've already seen, he's better than Rafinha. He's better than Ansu Fati. And I believe that ability-wise, he's better than mental health. Shout out to Ferran Torres. So, yes, he's young. Yes, he's 16. Yes, you should ease him in. But let's keep it 3 stacks. He is already one of Barcelona's most important and best players. Because that goal that the geriatric stole off of him, that was all Yah's goal. He created this space, he created the angle, it hit the post and the bar, and Lewandowski got the tap in. So I just feel that this is what we need to do here. Because Musiala, Pedri, Vini, Bellingham, they're the future. Messi, Ronaldo, and sadly Neymar, which is crazy. But Messi, Ronaldo, and shockingly Neymar, they're on the way out. Their time is done. We are now looking at the future and the next level of football. And my fear was we're just going to have a bunch of system merchants. We need those individuals because, guys, we don't watch football for the manager. We don't watch football for the systems. We watch football for the individuals. We're not retweeting a system. We're not retweeting a manager's press conference. We are retweeting adoptions. That's what, guys, I live off adoptions. We live off adoptions. And I saw a 16-year-old adopt a fully grown man who was the captain of Villarreal's side. I didn't know that 16-year-olds were allowed to adopt. I didn't know. Maybe that's a new law. I thought that you had to be a certain age to adopt, but this guy, as a teenager, as a 16-year-old, somehow, some way, I don't know how, adopted a fully grown man. But from what I've seen of this kid, I'm excited. And this is a guy where I want to see his next game. I want to see what he does. And you can see that the guy has a confidence in him. I think he has braces. Guys, streets, talk to me. Does this guy have braces? This kid still has freaking braces, man. So, but the key thing here is, guys, take it easy. Take it easy. Don't compare him to Neymar. Don't compare him to Messi. Don't compare him to Ronaldinho. Don't compare him to Rivaldo. Rivaldo was what he was. Neymar was what he was. Dini was what he was. Messi was what he was. Neymar was what he was. Let him be him. There is no such thing as the new Zidane, the new Messi, the new this. No. People are what they are. Hey, Dan Joseph Taker, welcome to becoming a member, bro. Welcome to the member club, baby. So, people are just people. Let them be what they are. Let them be what they are. So, but I'm saying though that, guys, he's 16. To be playing like this and operating at this level at 16 years of age is freaking insane. That is apt. It is mind-boggling because you're like, wait a minute, you should be slowly. Like, okay, he's in 17, 18. Because bro, let's keep it a stack. Was Messi this good at 16? Was Neymar this good at 16? Was Cristiano this good at 16? Now, flip side, he could be this good now, and then maybe start declining at 17, 18, 19, everything. So that's what it is. So all because he's this good now doesn't really mean that, okay, he's not going to be so supremely amazing. But, which is why it is very important that he slowly gets eased in. Now, here's my thing though. I don't know who he's going to commit to. I think that for football's sake, and just in terms of parity, and just for African football, it would be amazing if he committed to Morocco. Morocco just made the semi-finals of the World Cup. And they were absolutely amazing. So if he was to commit to Morocco, I think that would be amazing. Because this guy comes to Morocco, what he could now do at AFCON and what he could do at the World Cup. Because, bro, we could be seeing the emergence of the next superstar. Because he's at the right club. You know, because he's at the right club right now, guys. Now, I don't believe I'm saying this, but guys, I'm shameless. Well, but this may be slightly shameless. The way things are looking, and the fact you need to give back that number 10 jersey. I'm sorry. And the fact you can't wear that number 10 jersey. You can't. I think, Ansu Fati, you need to do a live show, and on live television, you need to take off that number 10 jersey, give it to Yamal, and you need to pick up any jersey you see off the floor. 47, 48, pick like 92 or something, any number. But now, here's the thing. If I was Javi, I wouldn't give him the number 10 just yet. Because you don't want to put too much pressure. Because some people say, like, was it too early giving the number 10 jersey to Fati? Maybe it was a bit too early. So you have to always understand how to really balance these things, because sometimes certain gestures can change people's mentality. The best thing to do is just leave him. Let him just grow naturally. Forget the number 10 jersey. Let Fati keep it until he eventually goes. So if I was him, just chill. Chill. Yes, okay, he deserves the number 10 jersey. No. Let him just slowly progress. Next game. And the next game. And next game. But bro, to drop a man of the match performance against Villarreal away from home as a 16-year-old is freaking scary, bro. I'm sorry. That, in my opinion, is freaking scary. So, and do you know what the beautiful thing is? On one side, we have Jude Bellingham. And on another side, we have Yamal. And I think that's what's going to make for a fascinating season. And now already, so what's it? So Streets, is it October? Is that the first Clasico? Is the first Clasico in October? I think it's in October, like mid-October. What is it? I think mid-October is the first Clasico. I can't wait. And you see, forget about Vini Pedri. If you're La Liga, you market the next Clasico as Yamal versus Bellingham. That's what you do. Because you're looking at the future now. So you market it as Yamal versus Bellingham. And now, I think these are two players who I think potentially could really be the main faces of the next season. So one guy is saying October 16th, another guy is saying October 29th. But whatever the case may be, man. And look, man, I said again, look, very quickly there, man. See, Lewandowski, I don't know what's wrong with that dude, bro. Bro, like Barca, the quicker they get Victor Roque, the better. The quicker they get Victor Roque, the better. That is the key thing. The quicker that they get those, that they get the better. Because I feel this is the season in which the decline of Lewandowski truly happens. This is where he really happens. You see, but guys, now I'm just looking at the streets right now. I said chill on Yamal. I said don't give him the number 10 jersey. Don't compare him to Dino. Let's just chill. I'm not saying he's the next big thing. This guy, he could end up being a brick from the rest of the season. He could be injured, end up being a brick, and maybe he ends up being another Freddie Adu. I am not saying he is destined to be the next Ballon d'Or winner. No, nobody can predict the future. But we have to react to what we've just seen. And what we've just seen is a 16-year-old deliver a masterclass against Villarreal away from home. And a 16-year-old is already one of Barca's best players. Those are facts. Now, that doesn't mean he's not going to be the next best thing. It's going to be greater than Messi or Neymar. No, it doesn't mean that. Because we can't predict the freaking future. Nobody can see the freaking future. And you can't assess what a 16-year-old is doing now and now predict what he will do when he's 21, 24, 25. Nobody can do that. As human beings, we can't see the freaking future. Nobody's Nostradamus. But he's 16. And he's bloody amazing. And as a 16-year-old, he's better than 90% of bricks I see playing professional players. Because a lot of players right now, who some of you guys rate, this 16-year-old kid is better. This virgin is better than 90% of the guys that you guys rate on Twitter. These are facts. I'm sorry. He is. Okay, he is. So a lot of players that you guys rate, they ain't it, bro. See, I'm about technique. There's this particular style of football that I promote, and I'm here for the techniques. Okay, so a lot of guys that you try and promote and bully me into accepting on Twitter because of their XG or their stats, cool. They've got great stats. I'm here about techniques. I use that. The eye test is undefeated. I'm an eye test merchant. And when you use the eye test, numbers don't matter. I'm all about the eye test. So, let's see. Okay, let me see some of your Bruce. Yamal is already better than Rafinha. Yes, he is. Like seeing 2-3 minutes of this guy, he's better than Rafinha. Guys, the beauty of the eye test is that all you need to see 2 minutes. All you need to see 2 minutes of Conor Gallagher to know that the guy is not a football player. That's it. All you need to see 2 minutes of Yamal to know that, oh, this guy's good. Because the thing about the eye test is you can get a quick assessment of what a guy's about. Now, his effectiveness, his consistency, that's a different thing. See, the eye test talent is one thing. How you apply that on a consistent basis and how you can give consistent output, that's a different thing. That is a whole different thing, bro. Shout out to Yasin Brahima. Thank you for the up. Do not speak his name. You want to jinx a young black brother. Answer has one name because of you. Answer just being selfish, trying so hard. We move. I don't know what happened to Fati, bro. I have no idea. Because This guy was quality. But what I will say though is this. Ansu Fati was always a guy who I thought was very effective. I thought this guy is very effective for a guy so young. But I never really believed that he was really like that dude. No, I don't really believe his technical ability isn't what I see from this kid. Like this kid's football fundamentals on a technique level, I think is better than what Ansu Fati has. So that's my thing. But what he was, I thought, oh no, I was all for giving the number 10 jersey because at that moment in time, there was no one else you could give the number 10 jersey to. But then now this kid has now come through. But for Fati, I have no idea what happened, bro. And maybe it's just injuries. Injuries just makes you feel different, bro. Abracadabra. Yamal, aka Virgil, reminds me of Mahrez and Robin. You see, now he may remind you of guys, but don't put him in with other names, bro. And also, let's be real. Guys, Robin invented the inside forward. So let's keep it a stack. Okay, every inside forward needs to give praise to Robin. Robin walked so every other inside forward could run. Okay, Robin, so you can't be better than the guy who invented a position. Okay, there were no inside forwards before Robin. Robin literally invented the inside forward. So you can't even talk to Robin when you're talking about the originator. You're talking about the freaking pioneer. So let's just chill on Robin, bro. 14 UCLs. HH, please praise Yamal. I need another answer, Jigs. Here's the thing. Barca fans, apologize for 09 and then I won't give him a name, man. I apologize for 09. Mbappe is old compared to Yamal. Bro, that's crazy. Like, Mbappe, the guy is now a veteran if you now compare him to this guy Yamal, man. It's mad. It is crazy, though. It is crazy. Like, Mbappe was seen as a young kid, but now, as a 16-year-old, bro, because Mbappe's like, 23, 24 now? It's mad. But as I said again, I was just fearful because, guys, we need a new brand of techniques. Now, 14 says, I want to say something, but I can't because I have a narrative to keep. But there is something I want to say. But I'm not going to say it because it would mess up my agenda and my narrative. So, we move. UCL draw Thursday. Connected to the dots. Yamal represents Spain at youth level from 15 to 19. Yeah, look, it all depends on senior level. You can play for whoever at the young level. I think once you play one competitive game for your country at senior level, that's it. You commit. So there is still a chance for him to go to Morocco. I do feel Barca sets up youth team. He'll probably go for Spain. And bro, Spain, you're going to have a crazy play on your hands. I would love to see him coming to Morocco. If I was advising him, bro, I think it would be better if he could be to Morocco. And if you go to Morocco, you'll be a superstar. If he commits to Spain, will Spain really make it a superstar? Will Spain really make it the face of the freaking team? I don't think so, bro. Okay, let's just keep it real. Spain ain't really a fan of the brothers, bro. Let's keep it real. They're not really a fan of the brothers. If you commit to Morocco, you'll be a superstar. You will literally be adored. And that team will be built fully around you. And you will be praised, worshipped, and adored if you play for Morocco. So, guys, let's touch on this right now. So I want to just be very brief here. And we're going to talk more about this on the Hangouts tonight. Are we repping Arizona? I just want to know. Are we repping Arizona? So Messi continues to cook in America. And people keep sending me clips and highlights of what he's doing in the Arizona, Nashville, and the Wendy's League. But guys, we have to keep that same energy. So we clown Cristiano for balling against Al Shabamos and Al Kazam. So if we're going to clown Cristiano for scoring a two-piece against Al Kazam, we have to also clown Messi for dropping a two-piece or doing crazy things against Wendy's. Okay, we have to keep the same energy. So if we're not repping Ala Kazam, we can't rep Wendy's or Walmart. What Messi is doing is hilarious. It's comedy. It's comedic. It's laughable. It's content. It's hilarious. But we can't take it seriously. You see, what Lamar is doing, that's serious. He's 16 years old and he's playing in La Liga, which is a serious league. We're not taking the MLS seriously, bro. We ain't. And if we do the math, Messi, we already know is one of the most talented players we've ever seen. Again, why he didn't ball at PSG and why he drops 3 goals in a league at PSG, we don't know. But he flopped at PSG, but it happened. No one's perfect. He flopped at PSG. It didn't work out. But he's one of the most talented players we've ever seen. And we're not repping the MLS. Because, guys, let's keep it a stack. We've never repped the MLS. Okay, we've never repped a league who still calls it soccer. While we ought to call it football, and this is called the half-up football hut. It ain't called the half-up soccer hut. Okay, it's not called a soccer hut. Okay, it's the half-up football hut. So we're not repping a league that calls it soccer. No, we're not doing that. Messi told you, I've done what I need to do. I have completed what I've needed to complete. It's now down to you guys to now put me in where you want to put me. Go to greatest, whatever. This Miami thing, it's not about me proving anything. It's not about me adding to my status. It's not about me adding to my go-to credibility. This is me having fun. And this is me doing my thing. And from my point of view, will this change the perception of football in America? Will this get young kids in America to be way more invested? Because Messi is doing exactly what I needed him to do for my social experiments. Because this is a social experiment. My social experiment is, can you have a truly talented player to come in and make a truly profound footballing impact in America? That wasn't going to be Ibra. It wasn't going to be Gerrard. It wasn't going to be Rooney. It wasn't going to be freaking Bex. It wasn't going to be any of these guys. It was always going to be someone like a Neymar or someone like a Messi. Or when Eden Hazard, before he moved to Real Madrid, when he was that. So a truly exceptional technical talent saying, what's up, guys? What if Neymar went to MLS? Do you know what the kind of thing that Neymar would be doing in this league? Do you know the kind of things Neymar would be doing to this league if he went there? It would be astronomical. So my thing for Messi is this is him vibing out. This is just him vibing out. So we cannot take it seriously. But what I just want to know is how, because we'll probably discuss this on the Hangout tonight, is has he changed the perception of things, of how football is viewed in America? Because, bro, he's doing what I need him to do. He's producing a highlights reel every week. Do you want a free kick? Do you want a goal? Do you want an assist? Do you want a pass? Do you want a dribble? Do you want a last-minute goal? Do you want a last-minute equalizer? He is doing everything to be like, okay, this is what was needed. Because what he's doing, nobody else that came from Europe did. No one else. And adding to the fact that he is doing it with what was the worst team in the league. A newly found team that was pretty much trashed before he got there. So, but it's not only him. Busquets. So him combined with Busquets, they just, because we can't give credit to what Busquets and Messi is doing because it's too easy for them. Like Messi and Busquets, they are finding this incredibly easy. If you took Messi and Busquets privately and just said, yo, whatever, Messi and Busquets would be like, bro, these guys are bums. With all due disrespect, these guys are bums. Because Busquets and Messi would say, like, no, Europe is way harder than this. The World Cup was way harder than this. Like, this is a walk in the freaking park. So this is super easy. But my thing now is, for a 6-year-old in America watching this and viewing what Messi and Busquets are doing and showing you what it means to be a truly high-tier technical player, which no one previously was. Will that kid be like, NFL, NBA, let me try this football thing? And thus, will America as a country and an institution make football more accessible? Football is not a rich man's sport. That's golf. That's golf or tennis. Football is the sport for the streets. That's why I call you guys the streets. Football is the everyman sport. So what I'm hoping Messi does and his impact on his league, what I hope Messi's adoption and full-on illegal legal counseling of this MLS is, bro, let's football now change with how it's structured. Let's the answer of football now change. Let's Messi be the changing factor of what football is. And guys, here's the thing. If football changes, if there are a huge number of people in America that decide to take up football over basketball, baseball, and American football, I will add that to Messi's legacy. I'll be like, no, Messi, that is part of your legacy right now. If you coming with the hype, the media blitz, and your performances and your display improves how football is viewed in America, and your performances is a direct correlation to a huge influx of young kids ignoring basketball, ignoring American football, ignoring baseball, ignoring athletics, and deciding to, no, I want to now play the sport of football because of Messi, because of what I saw Messi do at Inter Miami, because of watching him play, I decided to take up football. This will add to his legacy. It's the same thing why Zidane might be a GOAT. The reason why Zidane is a GOAT is, we know what Zidane did on the pitch. Zidane gave you a 3-piece as a manager. We just have a real discussion about Zidane, because Zidane gave you a 3-piece as a manager, plus winning the World Cup as a player, plus winning the UCL as a player. He also said, let me give you that. Like, if Zidane wins the World Cup as a manager, I think it's done. I think it is done. Zidane is literally football. Zidane literally is football. But yeah, if Messi really now pretty much is now the catalyst of a sea change of football in America, that'd be huge. Now, I don't know whether that will happen, because I know how much Americans love their sport and how much they're very protective. And there's, like, nationwide, I just feel that it's very hard culturally for Americans to now start to now be in love with football. But who knows? It could happen. It could happen. It could happen. It might happen and everything. But as I said again, just lastly, we cannot take what Messi is doing in this league seriously. No, we can't. It's a joke. When I look at the highlights, it's a freaking joke. It's a freaking joke. Europe is where we take it seriously. Once you leave Europe, the European markets, you cannot be taken seriously as a football player. You can't. With all due disrespect, we're not taking you seriously as a player. So that's just the fact, that guys. So guys, like that video, subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys tonight on the Sunday Hangouts for you guys to view. Peace out, stay true. One love. Remember, Zad is still that dude.